me start welcoming the good gentlemen of the press and to update you on what where my certificate is and the challenges that I'm facing not getting my certificate of return. Last week, I wrote a letter to INEC officially for the first time myself, informing INEC about their wrongdoings and illegal actions taken by INEC to withhold my certificate on mere allegation of duress, which was never founded. Neither was there any committee set up to investigate the matter. So INEC on their own believed the reports by the returning officer without investigating the authenticity of such allegation. So there was no issue of fair hearing at all to have asked me whether I actually committed the offense that the person alleged. But what is important here is that INEC doesn't have the power to withhold the certificate of return, having declared a result, because both the certificate of return and the declaration is just one subject matter. Just the other one is a ceremonial, because the result has been declared. That's what, and some of the activities that have been taking place since the seizure of my certificates, it became obvious that INEC chairman was up to a game with the chairman of APC, who are being used as the people to frustrate my coming to the Senate. And this is politically motivated. And I've given enough time that INEC might correct themselves and do what they needful and issue me my certificate of return. But all to no avail. So as to buttress the point more, even just after issuance of this letter to INEC, many things have happened within the week. For instance, INEC that made a submission to the tribunal in Owerri has gone back requesting I want to withdraw the submission they have made, because the submission they made was defending the declaration by INEC, which is normal that INEC ought to defend their declaration. But because that submission was seen to be in my favor, INEC has gone back to say that they will withdraw the submission, which is also out of time. Now, they went through an affidavit by the head of legal department, one Mr. Lekwa, who made a submission, had now gone back to say he wants to withdraw. And reliably, I was informed that he was under threat by one Festus Okoye, who have threatened to sack him from INEC if he does not withdraw that. So there's a huge threat now going on in INEC to sack the gentleman for reason for not doing the wrong thing or being part of the script. And I'm sure, for some reason, they might have forgotten to inform him to do the wrong thing. Because the gentleman, if they have informed him to do the wrong thing, would have done that. So he went believing that he's defending INEC the normal way they should. So that's where it is. And Festus Okoye, who is the publicity man, is a person being used as the hatchet man now to do this right now, in line with the game being played by national chairman and national chairman of APC. That is exactly what is happening. And surprisingly, again, to also protest the point, the APC national chairman also have gone to Imo, the tribunal again, asking to withdraw the matter which APC had filed, defending the victory of APC at the Senate. Just what INEC is doing is what APC is doing. So this helps you that But there's a game going on, and to do that. But my question is, I wonder what they will do with the certificate. If they don't give me the certificate, who will give it to? Maybe they will give it to First Okorocha, because First Okorocha is from my senatorial zone. Maybe they should give him the certificate. But what these gentlemen are doing is presenting INEC as a lying organization. And that is dangerous for our democracy. Because as it stands right now, the image of INEC is bastardized for this single act. And they're setting a very bad precedent. So what that means is that tomorrow, somebody can withhold the result of anybody because you don't like his face, or because if you feel he's going to politically challenge you in future. And so you do all that. And we're watching. But so it is rather something very, 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 very funny to see this happening in our own time and generation. This is what's happening now is like what could happen in the primitive days. Not now, in this modern world. What image is INEC trying to portray to the rest of the world? And I don't think this is a good image for the nation. INEC will come to me and say, listen, we don't want you to go for the Senate because our leaders have said to us that we must fight you. And if they say so, you don't have to go. Then they can negotiate that with me. I can say, okay, take the certificate and give it to whoever you want. But let the right thing be done. Am I having won the election? Having been declared by you? Now, you don't give him his results. And maybe you give him results sometimes after they have constituted the National Assembly. And then what does that mean? And by so doing, you are depriving the entire people of Imo West the opportunity to be represented. So, and this whole attack is on Imo State, not anywhere else. A similar thing is taking place in Okigwe, where a candidate took a fake last 4 years result sheet to declare himself. And the person who declared the result ran away to Canada. As it stands now, Okigwe Senatorial Zone, Imo North, does not have a senator. Imo West does not have a senator. Only one senator now represents the whole of Imo State because of this illegal and corruptive act that is coming up from INEC and the national edition of my party. Now, and if INEC were to be very serious, the gentleman who used fake result sheets should have been arraigned today. He should have been detained. He should have faced a criminal charge. How would INEC allow someone to use a fake result sheet of 4 years ago to declare himself? And the man has the audacity to go to court. And INEC is leading him to go to court so they can get it. All to fight Rochas. Because they felt he's my candidate. How would INEC allow a professor of mathematics, their returning officer, to announce a result of a governorship election that took place that they know was with a lot of abnormalities, but knowing too well that the person never met up to 25% of the 2/3 of number of local government, INEC still went ahead and announced such results in this country. And a professor of mathematics cannot differentiate what is called 2/3. If he's in a civilized country, that man should be somewhere in jail by now. Because we are fighting on the fundamental constitution, not the electoral act. And INEC is comfortable announcing such a result and issue certificate of return. And my own that I have won, I'm not issuing certificate of return. So it's very glaring that they're up to something in this. And I'm beginning to get some signs of using the anti-graft agencies to invite my people every second per second. So what kind of a nation are we that will allow this kind of thing happen at this time and everyone seems to be comfortable and keeping quiet about it? I think I call INEC as quickly as possible to make amends and get this things out there and finish with it as quickly as possible. So we can correct the battered image of INEC right now.
Has INEC responded to the INEC?
They have not responded. Anytime you write to INEC, they have not responded to my letter. They have said nothing to me. And I wrote that letter in my capacity as the governor of a state. who contested for Senate. And INEC cannot ignore my letter. So INEC, I demand explanation from INEC as to why they are withholding. And they said the matter is in court.
So who went to court?
I took INEC to court, matter between me and INEC, to give me my certificate, which is the normal 10. But INEC now has also connived with other party, the PDP, and also the ABGA, to be a joiner. Even today, they also say somebody else wants to join. So every day, somebody keeps joining just to delay the matter. So there's complete high-level conspiracy to fight Rochas. But I assure them they will fail.
But why the conspiracy?
I don't. But you should. I don't know. Maybe my assumption of what is unfounded. It's politically motivated, definitely. It's definitely politically motivated. If not, why do this? Why do this? All in Imo State. The story started by when they imposed the candidates in Imo State. When they imposed Hope Uzodimma, who came 2 weeks to our primaries, and they want to give him ticket at all costs, leaving the people who founded the party, who won the primaries, one good like him and ran away with such shit. They upheld it. But men who support evil will have evil on their way one day.